this year, Michelle Obama was a no-show at several high-profile events her husband attended, like Trump's inauguration and Jimmy Carter's funeral. And this led to speculation that their marriage was on the rocks. It was actually gossip. Let's call it what it was. But they put these rumors to rest on just released episodes of Michelle's podcast. It's called In My Opinion. Watch.
You guys like each other?
Oh, yeah, really, huh?
That's so
The
nice.
rumor mill.
It's so nice to have you both in the same room
I
together.
know.
I know, because when we aren't, folks think we're divorced.
These are the kinds of things that I just miss, right? So I don't even know this stuff's going on.
Right.
There hasn't been one moment in our marriage where I thought about quitting. I have become a better person because of the man I'm married to.
Okay, don't make me cry now.
Why would you ever leave him? He's so adorable.
Why would you ever leave her?
Both of them. I mean, my question is, whose business is this anyway? They're talking, again, anything to distract from the catastrophe that's going on now.
I actually love their attitude about it. You know, marriage is hard. They've been married a very long time, I think almost 30 years or maybe over that. And what's wonderful is that you see President Obama saying, I had just missed this. I'm not even plugged in. And I think that's the right attitude to have.
Yeah.
I don't, and what I also like that I'm seeing from Michelle Obama, yes, she's not going to things, and she explained for the first time in her life, she is free to do what she wants to do, and she is embracing that. Think about it. She was a senator's, first she went to Harvard Law School, then she was a practicing attorney, then she became a senator's wife while she was working, then she had children, then she became the first lady for 8 years.
It's called being
Give
alive.
her a
What are you
freaking
talking
break.
about?
She's been a public servant her entire life. Now she doesn't want to go to a funeral. Stay home and kick
But why
kick
should
back.
she go to Trump's inauguration after what he said about Obama all those years, that he wasn't born here, etc.?
She doesn't have to.
Please.
She doesn't have to.
In Michelle Obama's book, she writes about the one time that she really felt like they struggled in their relationship. She alludes to it being when he was president. And that makes a ton of sense because being president is the one job on the planet that a couple goes into it and you say for 8 years or 4 years, this job is more important than our marriage. If there is a call in the middle of the night and you have to deal with the conflict in the Middle East, that comes before if your wife is upset or your children are dealing with something. It is the hardest job for a reason. And she stood by his side during all that. And that, I think that on the other side of that 8 years of service, they're now enjoying their lives. They're thriving with their Netflix deal. They're living the dream. That people won't just give them the space to finally live their life privately, and they need to weigh in on it.
Yeah.
It's just they're not a celebrity couple that's for fun.
Well, do you know what I think also when you talk about her book? One of the most appealing parts of Michelle Obama is her transparency. She is unapologetic. She doesn't feel insecure. She doesn't need to hide things. She doesn't need. She's so comfortable in her own skin.
So is he.
Yeah, but I mean, for her specifically, for a woman to admit marriage is hard, that is still becoming something that people have to get to. I know people that every time they talk about their marriage, it's amazing, and you're like, okay, I don't believe you. So,
Nothing's perfect.
Yeah. So when you hear her talk, I believe her.
Yeah.
And I think when people do that, they're like, what is this? A woman talking about a marriage, and that's her power. It's her superpower. So I think people fed off that and was like, wait, you gave us something to eat. And they don't understand the wisdom of what she's saying.
And by the way, I love the fact that they did it in her podcast. So bringing in new viewers.
Take the owner of the narrative too. If you don't talk about me, let me tell you.
And you know
what's
what?
going on.
Go make your money, go live your life. I would question her cognitive ability if she actually voluntarily went to Donald Trump's inauguration.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Jim, the funeral was something else. Maybe she didn't feel good that day.
Well, you know what she said? She said that she's choosing to live her life intentionally and that her choices at the beginning of this year, which I think she may be referring in part to that suited me were met with such ridicule and criticism. Like people couldn't believe that I was saying no for any other reason, that they had to assume that my marriage was falling apart. She's putting herself first, and I say bravo.
Well, she's a modern woman also. She's not, it's not a throwback to Martha Washington.